Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, juggalos, juggalettes, and those who don't identify as such. This is Juggalo Judgment, where one juggalo judges the music of a non-juggalo variety with his non-juggalo friend. You're joined by your hosts,
Mike.
And Schmeev. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
April Fools, motherfuckers.
So, everybody, in post, I really hope that you would have put something at the end of our last episode to kind of just give a slight hint of this. But yes,
I'll think about it.
We are doing a theme month.
Woo!
A theme month.
So
in this month, you are going to get 4 fucking episodes. We haven't done weekly episodes in, what, like a year and a half, something like that?
It's been a minute.
But
we've been doing this for 2 years now, right?
a little over that, yeah.
A little over 2 years, and it's been a consistent thing, week after week, and then shortly after that, week after every other week. We've been releasing some Juggalo shit for your ears, and every once in a while you need a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
This is my fucking vacation. Well, welcome to my beach house. We're gonna have a time.
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this for a while, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
He thought about it and never said anything to me.
No, because I wanted to think of the best way to actually do it. We say this constantly. Our show was kind of inspired by Roach Coach, and they have done a couple theme months in the past. One time they did a month dedicated to a specific producer. Recently they did, it was for the Christmas season, where it was, each one of them recommended, like, they did one of their favorite albums, or like just a specific album that they enjoyed. That wasn't nu metal or anything like that, just something to go over. And it was a really weird month, but you know what? It was appreciated. Although their producer's month was hated so much.
Whoops.
Because nobody apparently likes The Cure. But I thought, this show that I have roped my good friend in, and he's just forced to listen to Juggalo music endlessly. I thought that it would be fun if we got to take a look at some of the stuff that he really enjoys to listen to.
This also kind of came about because of the Supervillains episode, in which two people off the heels of that made jokes
one of them
about starting me starting an MF Doom podcast.
Yeah.
And if, for example, I was being paid the equivalent of a full-time job to do this, I mean, yeah, because I'd quit my job and then I'd have nothing to do for the rest of the week, I'd do a second podcast. But
oh, yeah.
Fuck no, I'm not doing a whole second podcast right now.
We're you know what?
I don't fucking think so.
We just got to start up that Patreon, man. We're gonna look into Patreon, and help us out. We'll post all that shit.
But because of that, Mike had said about doing an MF Doom episode for April Fool's Day, and then I just said, like, what if that was just my one day a year to just cover whatever the fuck I want? And then he talked about the month thing, and I was like, yeah, what if I had an entire month to cover whatever the fuck I want?
Now that said, I initially thought that meant, okay, we were just going to do the standard 2 episodes. And then Schmeev sends me a screenshot. He's like, okay, here's the albums that I'm going to do. And I see 4.
I mean, I ran it past him. I said, if you don't want to do weekly, but because I'd have no problem doing weekly for this, because
right.
I don't have to put in anywhere near as much effort, because these are all albums I fucking adore.
Right. So, yes, you guys are going to get 4 episodes of Schmeev Talk this month. I haven't figured out if I'm still going to do mic checks for this month, just because you're literally getting an episode every month or every week. I'll figure that out very soon. But yeah, if we understand that there's going to be people who aren't going to be listening to these because it's not Juggalo related, and we understand.
That's fine.
This
We
is just
will be
something we're
back.
gonna do
We will be back.
Yes,
As soon as this month is over.
literally in May. Like in May, we will be back to the Juggalo stuff. We're jumping
gonna be
into 2006,
kicking it
It'll be
off with
fine.
some Too Dope
Yes.
spoilers.
But for those of you who are still going to listen because for some reason you enjoy hearing us talk, hearing our
Thanks.
banter, we really appreciate that. And you know that we can't thank you enough for sticking around and listening. If this is just background noise to you, hey, that's fucking great.
And you know what? I hope you find some new music.
And yes, and you know what? I'll say this now, like I think I made the joke before about how it took Schmeev a good 4 or 5 years to get me to listen to one Kanye West song. All he had to do was start a podcast with me sooner and force this upon me, and apparently I'll get
it.
I'll listen to it, and maybe I'll find some new music that I'm actually interested in. So, what are we talking about today, my friend?
Mike, I'm so excited.
I can tell.
Today we are talking about the Protomen and their second album, Act 2, The Father of Death. Now, Mike, you said apparently whenever you started into this that you got a little bit irritated because I'm starting you on Act 2 of a series of albums instead of Act 1.
Act 2 of a series that only has 2 right now.
Yeah, look.
The third one is not out yet.
Look, hold up. Oh my god. If any single Protomen fan is listening to this right now, I don't want to make the joke that Act 3's definitely coming.
Is this the Half-Life 3 of
it's
music?
definitely. Here's the thing. They have many people who speak with them personally have been assured that they are definitely still working on it, and I believe that. But still, oh my god, it's been since 2015 that they released the 2 singles off of it.
I noticed.
And those 2 singles still fucking rip.
I did not listen to them. I figured it best if I wait. Now, you have mentioned the Protomen to me in the past.
I've talked about them on this show.
Yes. I have never gone out of my way to listen, and because it's very hard for me to just jump in and try and listen to something that's recommended to me. It's a fatal character flaw that I have. Now, where did you first hear about Protomen? Like, what is your background with it?
So, I heard about the Protomen first. Actually, okay. So let me give you let me give the listeners some background on the Protomen. Protoman, as we all know, is a character from the Mega Man series, and the Protomen are a band whose music is loosely based on the story of Mega Man. And when I say loosely, I mean they took kind of the structure of it and the character names and went, let's just fucking rock it off in our direction with this. They take it places. And they definitely have their own kind of messages to put out with this. So I had heard of them actually used in background music for videos that I watched before, back whenever, because me and you both have gotten into the Let's Plays things back in the day. And for a period of time, people were, there was somebody who was going through all of the Mega Man games in order just because. And they started eventually just doing races with people in the communities of these games, big speed run tournament kind of things.
Okay.
And whoever was editing the videos would, put whatever music in the background of it. And somebody used one of the songs on this very album for that. That was the first time I heard it, but I really got into them because of my buddy Alex, who he fucking really loves them for very good reason. He saw them live a whole shit ton of times. He's talked with them a lot. He's big in their fan community and all that stuff, and would see them at shows and hang out with them and all that stuff. And yeah, so because of him, I got into them. And then eventually, whenever they finally came to the area on a tour, went and saw them live, and one of the best shows that I have ever seen. And again, I got to see them in 2020 at MagFest.
Oh, dope. I had a feeling that you would probably see them at a convention, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it took a while for me to see them at conventions because the MagFests that I went to were on off years for them.
Oh, okay.
Until I can't. I'm having so much trouble. MagFest 2020. That was last year. Yeah. The beginning of last year was when I last saw them, and goddamn.
Yeah, so like I said, I know that you've mentioned them to me before, and I never went out of my way to check them out. So this is my first real like listen of anything of them.
Yeah.
I will let y'all know now. Normally I have notes. I do not have notes for this, and that is because the structure of this album is basically, from what I've gathered, kind of a rock opera.
It is.
My first listen, which was straight no chaser. For some reason, the app that I listen with on my phone was not playing it in numerical order, and it was playing it in like alphabetical order. I think it was so fucking weird, and I wasn't getting like the overarching story. So I was really confused, and so my second listen, I found out what was up with it, and I was like, oh, okay, and I brought up Genius. I highly recommend, as you're listening to this episode with us, bring up Genius, look up this album, and go through it with us, because there are a lot of notes in here that you're not going to hear in any of the actual lyrics.
Yes. There's a lot of narrative written in the liner notes.
Which is super fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, this, if this was like a live show, like I got into Hamilton a couple of years back, and like that's fucking dope. But without actually like seeing it, and I mean, you got to use your imaginations and paint the picture. You may not fully understand like what's happening. So I highly recommend bring up Genius and check it out while you're listening to this episode, so you understand what's going on. But I don't have notes, but that's because primarily this is going to be a very Schmeev centric episode. That's probably going to be the case for this month. So yeah, and I'll just chime in here and there. So
the Protomen, at time of recording, they are an 8-piece band.
And this is 2009.
This was from 2009.
Okay.
I did not realize actually how long they've been going for. They actually formed in 2003. So the reason that they formed is because they were all going to school in Tennessee for like music production stuff, and they literally just formed a band to be able to like finish their schoolwork and do recording, like complete recording projects that they had to do for school.
I saw that. That's cool as shit.
But yeah, I was going to actually read off all of the members of it at the time, but like there's so many people on this that are like not necessarily members. Some of them are just like one of them's like their producer who produced this album, and a bunch of them are just temporary musicians. But for the most part, we got like Raoul Panther, Commander B. Hawkins, Murphy Weller, Heath Who Hath No Name, Scarto Gleason, Doug Message, and Andy Spohr, blah, blah, blah. Turbo Lover and The Gambler. Turbo Lover is no longer with them. I didn't know that before. Nightwalker, they're a bunch of fucking nerds, right?
Those are some cool fucking aliases, man.
All of them are named after like pop culture stuff. This album itself was apparently heavily inspired by the movie Streets of Fire, which I have seen before, and it is a ridiculous B movie which features the main character of it, played by some guy, having a sledgehammer duel with the villain played by Willem Dafoe. A very young Willem Dafoe.
Fucking what?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I'm going to show you the album cover real quick, because the album cover is just like it's an homage to the Streets of Fire cover, like the Streets of Fire poster.
Cool.
Interesting movie. Highly recommend at least a single watch. It is the movie where the song "I Can Dream About You" came from. I believe it was written for that, and that's how that became a hit.
Whoa. Okay.
So yeah,
I can dream about you. That song?
What? Yeah, it's a great song.
Oh shit! All right, cool. I'll have to check that out.
So yeah, I think we've covered the background that we need.
Sure.
I think we've got an idea of what's going on here, and I think we're about ready to jump into this album. But first, What? We gotta do something, Mike. What do we gotta do?
We have to prepare a carbonated beverage.
We sure do. Now, Mike, this is a band that I, very, very heavily rooted in gaming and gaming culture. They very frequently perform at, gaming conventions and the like. So, I mean, I have the most important gamer fuel that a person could possibly have for this. I got just a classic fucking Mountain Dew here. And I'm going to shovel some Doritos down my gullet after this episode's done.
I just can't. I got a cherry Coke. Because I was like, oh, I still have some soda. It's not Juggalo related.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Let's
crack these bitches open.
Oh. I didn't crack this as close to the mic as I should have. My apologies. All right. Track 1, intermission. This is a short instrumental track to cover the span between the two albums. I did not actually talk about the other album and why we're doing this one instead. This is basically a prequel to the other album. It's kind of a look back at how things led to their first one. And also, when I said that they met in music school to finish their projects and stuff, one of them was quoted as saying that basically when they made their first album, they set out to break every rule that they learned in production when they made it. It is a very rough, raw, trashy sounding album. It rules. But this is a much cleaner introduction to the sound that they carry forward. And the other one, I feel like you can go back and appreciate.
This is also why I was confused, because this was the 6th song or something that I listened to when my first play, and I'm like, okay, intermission, it makes sense.
Yeah. And this is gonna lead into track 2, The Good Doctor.
My father worked the mines till the day he took his life. Stole him from his only son, and it stole him from his wife. And I swore upon his grave, someday I would make things right. So I learned how to bend steel, I learned how to make it move. And I watched as they withstood all the hell we put men through. With hands of iron, there's not a task we couldn't do. Waited so long for this day, someone to take the death away. No son would ever have to say, my father worked into his grave.
This fucking Western aesthetic. It's my favorite fucking thing.
It is incredible. I had no idea what I was getting into listening to this. And this, musically, it sounds obviously fucking way different than anything we've ever talked about on this show. But the tone, I get it instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get what I'm hearing here.
For sure.
Who is the vocalist for Thomas Light?
I believe that is Raoul Panther.
Okay.
I believe actually he covers most of the vocals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's him for... Okay.
I'm not sure if he covers both of them necessarily, because like whenever they do it live, obviously somebody else covers any opposing vocals. I think maybe Turbo Lover does the other vocals.
Okay.
Or did.
I love this motherfucker's voice.
Yeah. He's got range.
It's fucking impeccable. I love it. So, you're talking to somebody who has never really did anything involving Mega Man.
That's fine.
Okay.
This has very little to do with Mega Man.
Right. So it took me until looking at Genius when it showed that Thomas Light, and this is a dialogue between him and Albert Wiley.
Yeah.
Dr. Light and Dr. Wiley.
Dr. Wiley.
So
you gotta find those energy crystals. What, Mega Man?
So give some details. What's happening here?
Okay, so this is setting up. Okay, so let me give a little background here. Somebody that I follow on Twitter, who is also a Protomen fan, once posted that the Protomen's music is basically, quote, a Marxist screed. And listening back to it, like after that, I was like, holy fuck. So the thing that's being set up here is that you have Thomas Light, whose, father died doing, the hard labor that he did. And so he gets into robotics to try and find a way to make this a safer, job, basically. A thing that has to be done, but can definitely be done without the loss of life and without the danger of the loss of life. On the other side of this, you have Albert Wiley, who wants to automate all of this away, which, whenever you think about that, it's like, yes, that actually is a very good thing. Automation is a thing that shouldn't be feared. However, when that automation is in the hands of a single person, bad news. Because you've taken the power away from the people. So while Dr. Light is talking about literally building like robot arms for these people, it is like the meta text of it is giving the power to the people over subjugating them is what's happening here. I fucking love it. It's so goddamn good. Also, a thing that you'll hear in this track, we didn't get to it because, first verse. As it goes on, the Protomen will do a lot of this. They'll take like two different choruses, sort of, and just like two opposing stances, and they'll meld them into a single chorus. It's fucking cool.
It's very well done. It's and I guess in a simpler way of like how you said it, it's I have the power to do this, but should I?
Yeah, sort of.
Is I think what we're getting here, and Thomas Light is obviously
he has his misgivings about robots taking over labor.
Yes, whereas one Albert Wiley is like.
He feels like they're owed the recognition for the work that they've done, and they're owed a position of power for this.
Right, he's almost like the devil on the shoulder.
Yeah.
In this, except he has far more sway.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, because it seems like they're in a sense equal partners in this. Kind of. So yeah, this is kind of a long song. Is this one of like the 7-minute ones?
This is 6 minutes. Just over 6 minutes, yeah.
So, there's a lot on this, but it does build quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to say this now. Like, if you're interested in this from what you're hearing, please check out the full thing. Because
I'll tell you, if you're not interested in this from like this song alone, this album has some surprises.
Seriously, fucking seriously. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, this is a fantastic tone setter. And you said it yourself. There's some surprises that we'll see, and yeah, let's just keep going.
Track 3, Father of Death. I love music boxes. Like, unironically, there's something really... I just like them.
Though I did not pull the trigger, I built the gun that he holds in his hand. Last night I dreamed I climbed to the top of a mountain of metal. For miles I could see the destruction of man.
The fucking slide guitar in that just fucking gets me every goddamn time.
More of this Western style, which I never really thought about, like how when done right is really fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking at Genius right now.
Yes.
And the first things that he's saying, though I did not pull the trigger, I built the gun that he holds in his hand.
Yes.
And that sounds like some foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing, you say?
Some foreshadowing.
Oh.
I mean, it kind of sounds like it.
But this one's an interesting one because it's kind of like telling a story out of order in a way. So this is the point at which Albert Wiley done sent Robot to kill Light's girlfriend.
Yes. At one point, about midway through the song, and it's shown in the notes that Thomas Light's girlfriend, Emily, they hadn't seen each other in a long time because of all the hard work that he'd been doing. Mm-hmm. So they basically just communicated with letters. And what is it? Wiley's there, like, trying to find something.
Well, he got him big jealousy vibes and also looking to, steal work.
Okay, so that's what it is. And,
steal girl, steal robot work,
Yeah. Just your typical, just on a day's work.
Yeah.
And so he basically is trying to have Emily come with him, and she's like, nah, not interested.
Fuck you, dog.
He's like, well, fine, fuck you. Didn't like you anyways. And
you're ugly anyway. Shut up. Why would anybody want you? You're a stupid bitch.
Oh, hey, it is an episode of Juggalo Judgment. So he has one of the robots with him and just fucking offs her.
Yes.
Just remorseless. Just does not fucking care.
Yes.
And he dips out. He pieces. He's like, yep, don't need to be here for this.
Yep.
And then Thomas Light ends up finding his dead girlfriend.
Yes.
And right after he does, the police find him.
Yeah. Also, I believe it's mentioned in this point that he also has the last letter that she wrote him that he does not read.
Yes. She was going to deliver him this letter. He sees that she had it in her hand, and so he takes it and just shoves it in his coat. But he's like, "Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I don't have time. I don't know what's fucking going on."
Also, this is a thing that I've thought about a lot here and there. Somebody once said regarding a musical, they said like it's not they refer to it as not being a jukebox musical, but it sounds like it wants to be one because all of the songs sounded like they were just too afraid to wholeheartedly dive into the concept of what the musical was about because they still wanted to be able to be played on the radio, so they don't, go wholly into it. I love that this is completely not that. I love the willingness to just dive into it and be like, fuck it.
Yeah, and that's why, like I said, I was having a very hard time when I first listened and it was out of order, and I'm like, yeah, some of these songs sound really cool, but it sounds like there's something going on with it, and I don't get it.
There are some great standalone songs on this that you can listen to no matter what, but like,
oh yeah, I mean,
many of them are narratively important.
Yeah, I feel like, and I haven't listened to many musicals or anything like that, but like everybody knows, like, okay, fucking Phantom of the Opera, the title track, like everybody's heard that song
for sure.
If we were pointing out like I mentioned Hamilton, the first song I ever heard, I think it was because of either you or our friend Richard, was My Shot.
Yeah.
I can listen to that song, like, in any context, and I'm fucking jamming out to it because it's a good fucking song. Also, You'll Be Back. That's just a fun fucking song. But this one, like, yes, there's stuff that sounds really fucking cool on its own, but you have to, I think, hear everything.
Hard to remove it from the source material.
Yes. You need to hear this entire story at least once, so you know what the fuck is going on, so you know who is saying what. That was something that I actually struggled with the first time I listened to Hamilton, was I couldn't tell who was who, because I didn't have, like, the booklet in front of me, so it wasn't until I saw the actual play, that I was like, oh, this person's saying this. That makes a lot more fucking sense now. Because some people have similar voices. Just how things are. But, yeah, this is our basically, like, catalyst for a lot of things.
Oh, many things.
going into play.
And
yeah, so at this point, Thomas Light is arrested for the apparent death of his girlfriend.
Yeah. And that leads us to track 4, The Hounds.
So, before you jump into the discussion,
go ahead.
Gonna draw some comparisons.
Go ahead.
To Disney here.
Oh shit.
Some of my favorite songs in any Disney animated movie
Villain
which
songs.
are pretty much all musicals, are the songs of the villains.
Yeah.
Be Prepared
Mm-hmm.
is a huge standout one. Poor Unfortunate Souls
Oh God.
from Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
really fucking good. Both songs, even though it's not really a villain song, but Gaston, and Kill the Beast.
Yeah.
Those are, and I think part of it is because a lot of them sound more modern compared to like the time frames that they are set in.
Like so you've probably not heard this, but the song for the hyenas, not Be Prepared. There is a completely different song that is just for the hyenas, written for The Lion King.
I'm aware of it, but I don't.
It is Elton John attempting to write a metal song for the hyenas. It is not great.
Oh my God.
But that is a hallmark of them, that they are typically more of like a, like a heavier genre.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about the one that's in the Princess and the Frog, but I haven't actually heard it. But those are some of my favorite songs in Disney movies.
Yeah.
They are some of the most standout. It's super awesome when, like, it's just, you can't help but be like, oh, they're a piece of shit, but they're fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, and this does that.
Yeah, man.
You get this like kind of swing style, which is different than what we've had.
Mm-hmm. Still very much in the aesthetic that we've been.
Oh, it
carrying.
totally is. But what we're getting, from what I've gathered, is Dr. Wiley is a smooth talker.
Mm-hmm. This entire song is the power of propaganda. It's so good.
We heard right before you shut it down was him basically saying like, oh yeah, he created this and he used it to kill somebody, and where the reporters say what was her name, he says it doesn't matter.
It's such a good fucking line. Oh God.
He's undermining who it is by just saying it doesn't matter, somebody died.
Yeah.
It's like her name isn't important.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that the deed has been done.
There is a lot. There's several mentions in this album of putting like the desire for revenge over like the person who was wronged, like like completely removing the victim from any discussion of what's happening. Like no, we need to focus on this person that I want dead now.
Yeah.
It's one of the other really great lines in this. What was it? When I say he was a monster, when I set fire to his name, it does not matter where you hear it from, whether truth or lies, it gets said all the same. But if you say something, it's fucking out there now. Does not like not every single person is going to go to see if what you said was actually fucking true.
They just hear it and they assume it as fact.
Yep.
It is.
They say a lie travels around the world before the truth gets its pants on.
I've never heard that.
That's pretty old. That's from a while ago, I think.
Yeah. So that's the thing is the fact that, and like I said about the what was her name doesn't matter.
Oh, it's so good.
There needed to be context because it was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why would he have killed his girlfriend?
And also just the fact that whoever died does not matter. Who cares?
So.
But yeah. Also,
yeah.
I love the energy in this track. God damn, the solo in it.
It's so good.
The whole outro that it rides. I know how to play this. You've probably actually heard me and Jared start playing this at a practice before because I do this all the time with him.
Possibly. Oh, is Jared a fan as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was at MagFest with us last year and we went to see them. God damn.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to throw this in the set list at one point.
I mean, I'm all in for that.
I might be able to hit those notes.
Hell yeah. Give me the impetus to actually learn that solo. And also give everyone else the impetus to bring out the brass instruments for it. That's the other thing I forgot about on The Father of Death. They have a fucking trumpet solo at the end of that.
It's very cool.
God
it's
damn.
very cool. Yeah. So we and if I have to go back, I'm sorry. Basically what he's I think basically doing like a kind of a press conference or something like that.
Yep.
To tell everybody that, this person died because of one of Dr. Light's creations.
Raising the public ire against him.
Yes.
So yeah, you have anything else for this track in particular?
No, I don't. I fucking really liked this one.
That leads us to track 5, The State versus Thomas Light.
Emily, a crowd is gathered here, but it is not because of you. Emily, the taste of blood in their mouths, I can't imagine what they'll do, but it doesn't matter what they'll do to me. Emily, have they forgotten you when they set their sights on me? And they will hang me from the rope tonight. Will you be waiting there for me? Will our souls remember where we said we...
I would normally wait for a chorus or something, but
Yeah.
there really isn't
That's
one.
fine.
This just goes from here. The closest thing to a chorus is at the very end of
Very
it.
fucking end, yeah. So
This is where they really lean heavily into more of the opera and the narrative part of it.
yeah, so looking at the earlier liner notes is Thomas Light was at well, I was gonna say her funeral, but she didn't really have a funeral.
Yeah.
She had just been buried. No one else was really there, but he was there shortly after, and the police grabbed him right then and there. And this leads into the trial
Yes.
for her murder. And everything that had been shown on the media at the time was basically fabricated to, paint him in the worst light possible.
Yeah.
And Thomas Light has basically resigned himself to the fact that he is going to die. That he will be found guilty for her murder because he has basically no hope.
Yeah.
And he has no real defense.
He says many times throughout this that he's leaving one way or the other. So whether he's killed here or not, he can't stay because regardless, somebody will probably try. If not the state, then someone else.
Right. And this does lean in to the musical quote unquote aspect, like you said, where a little later, Emily's voice is back saying that it's not his fault.
Yeah.
So there's kind of like an internal argument that he's having where he just fully believes that he is guilty, and we do hear the I wish I had like a time spot for it
Yeah.
to fucking hear, because it's really cool.
I can just skip forward and we can do a thing here.
We find this man
This is phenomenal because the court, as well as basically, I guess, like the spirit of Emily, are saying that he is not guilty.
Yes.
They have actually not decided to convict him for this murder, but he fully
He feels the
in his
responsibility for it regardless.
believes that he is guilty for her death. And I mean, I'm sure, like, in anyone's grief of something like that, they're going to feel a similar way.
It's a big survivorship guilt thing.
Yes. And the final note on here, which is incredible, is the fact that everybody who had been hearing all of the propaganda that was mentioned before, believing that this man was guilty of her murder and going to be convicted, they didn't get what they expected.
Yeah.
And they felt that their justice system had basically failed.
Yeah. Feels familiar.
Getting real there. And so what happens after that?
Well, that leads us into track number 6, Give Us the Rope.
Which was, I think, the last song that I heard on my first listen. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's so weird because it's not even alphabetical.
I don't know. One of the last ones. I don't know.
You'd almost end up with the correct last song if it was in alphabetical order. Well, the Hounds would be. No. Never mind. How the World Fell Into Darkness. Whoops. Actually, no.
State.
I don't even know how the fuck.
Because I think T's.
It's got weird orders. Yeah. So,
Angry Mob.
That's the majority of this song. Yes, it is a lot of give us the doctor, give us the rope. What is it? Give us his hands, give us his feet, give us a martyr, give us a show.
Marker.
It's a whole thing.
But this is a really cool part, and I like that that this is broad and genius. The second verse, if we're gonna call it that, says, "Give us a grave, give us a shovel, give us a marker." I really like the annotation that somebody put in here, which it's unreviewed, but I like it. This verse is telling, as the crowd isn't calling for his grave or his marker. They don't really care who dies, they're just out for blood. Any grave, any marker will do. Lights just happens to be the easiest one.
Yeah.
Mob mentality is very, very dangerous.
Can be.
And so, yeah, this, you basically heard pretty much everything, but it is people who are furious at the fact that Light is innocent. And the liner notes are basically just describing how the police are just trying to usher him to any sort of safety.
Yes. He is rushed out of the court and onto a train out of town.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's also very interesting in the way that this works, in that narratively, to at least for Wiley's purposes, he is more useful alive. He is more useful if he is left alive for reasons that we will come to.
Right.
But yeah.
This is the. I feel like this would have been. No, this. I guess if I'm thinking in the aspects of like a play, like I was like, oh, this could be like the track before the midway point, but it's not.
It literally is the track. I mean, it kind of is.
It is, but the next track does it.
Yeah. We're just gonna jump into the next
sense.
track and possibly talk over most of it.
That's fine.
This is track 7, How the World Fell Under Darkness. and this is just an instrumental.
Okay, I thought this one.
This covers the ground between the two, and this is where I mentioned earlier that this album has some shit in store for you. This track covers not just a change in the narrative where we have a time skip from where Light is, exiled basically, to where the city is now built into this grand metropolis of, shiny chrome and shit. But also, it's a complete shift in the album sound from, this Western aesthetic to, honestly, some fucking, 70s, 80s Springsteen keyboards and shit.
It's got some synth to it now.
It's got some synth to it now.
I have become recently very obsessed with, synthwave. Both the aesthetic and some of the sound of it.
Oh, it's got some sound.
And I was all for it. But this track is very, very cool.
Yes.
In how they do it.
As he is sent out, basically, people's fears have been exploited. And it's been used to, basically grasp control of the city. And their complacency with this, because they're like, well, finally, we got rid of that problem. Woo! We don't want it to happen again, so can you take care of that? It creates this negative piece of sorts where, nobody wants to...
There's the shift.
Yeah. Nobody wants to disrupt this new status quo now, where,
yes.
There's this very fragile, it feels like things are peaceful, but if anybody, dares to speak a thing of how things still feel so wrong, it might all come crashing down on them.
It's basically like a status quo type thing.
Yeah.
They mention about how, the intent of all of this was so that the men who worked in the mines wouldn't have to risk their lives anymore.
Yes.
And so people don't even speak of those old times because what is gained by talking about the depressing shit,
right?
That you've never had to experience, as in the parents telling their children this,
right?
The newer generations. However, there is, they don't talk about their current life now in a negative way because it's better than what it was. But there is a very interesting note in here, and I'm just going to read it out. An unspoken fear dangled above the heads of every man and woman, keeping them silent, keeping them safe. Even so, rumors started. Ghost stories of a demon, a beast with a single red eye. He that would pluck you from your bed at night if you were found with a dissenting word on your tongue. Mothers told children to stay close as they traveled through the streets, keep a smile on their face, and never speak ill of the machines.
Yep.
That's not foreboding.
That's what negative peace is.
That's some boogeyman type shit.
Look up negative peace if you're curious. It literally is the absence of violence, which does not mean things are good. It means people aren't being, over the top killed and stuff like that, but doesn't mean people aren't being harmed.
Right. But there's nothing else given there, so we're kind of just like, oh, is this really a thing, or is it just a story that people tell to to their kids to just keep them in line, like you would do with any child, like, oh, you can't do that.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, well, Santa's real.
Yeah.
That fat bitch.
That leads,
Juggalo judgment.
There we go. That leads us to track 8, Breaking Out. This is a very long song as well. These next two are very fucking long. I love them.
This city doesn't know what's coming. She doesn't feel the heat. This city won't know what hit her, what knocked her out into the streets. This city's thinking that it's over and she's already fast asleep. So I'm breaking out of here tonight. Now I'm ready. We're given only what we need, only the chance to survive. And even then, it's a coin toss, so roll the dice.
I just really wanted to play through that line because I fucking love
Good line.
it.
So we're introduced to a new character, right?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Joe.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you need anything else? Do you need to know? Do you need to know him in the like in the terms of Mega Man mythos?
I think we get there eventually.
No,
but,
actually, we don't because they don't really mention exactly why, like who he is or why he's named that for any reason. Because literally, there isn't a character in Mega Man named Joe besides the Sniper Joes, which are just enemies that you can shoot. He is very clearly named after them, but like not for any real purpose. Besides, it's just a name that they could drag out of it.
Right. So, anyways, this is talking about a dude who is tired of just being complacent.
Yeah.
In his life of peace.
He still sees that things are clearly very wrong. He says, as that line that I allowed it to play for, where he says, we're given only what we needed, only a chance to survive, and even then it's a coin toss or a roll of the dice. So even the stuff that they're given isn't necessarily enough to make it.
Oh, real quick, something that we didn't really discuss was in that song, in the prior one, where the musical tone shifted from that Western style into this more, we get like the synthy stuff.
Yeah.
It's said in the notes that the machines now, because the public has has given their full support to Wily, that he is able to help build basically a new utopia in a sense.
Yeah.
Very fucking quickly.
Yes.
Like, they build so many fucking buildings and all this shit in like a ridiculously quick amount of time. And that's why people are like, they go to bed and then they wake up and they see a bunch of shit and they're like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And that's why they're like, oh, this stuff was done without like risking people's, lives or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. And that's why people have just kind of accepted that.
Interestingly enough, this was also the stuff, if we go back to The Good Doctor, all of the stuff that Wily was speaking against to Light, where he says, we will build towers to the heavens, and he says men would cower at the sight, or man was not built for such a height, etc. But then he go and do it.
Yes. But that's because obviously he has some kind of ego.
Yes, obviously.
that needs stroked. So that was something that we needed to mention as to why Joe is kind of like,
Yeah. You have that deep ingrained sense that things are wrong. Stuff ain't right. Why can I not speak up about this not being quite right? Is it truly, a utopia if me speaking up about it causes it to crash down so easily? That kind of thing.
Yes. So, just glancing through these again, Joe is basically like speaking to himself.
Yeah.
Through all of this. And
he pieces out.
Yeah, he pieces out. He goes to his old home. And finds his father's bike, and he takes it and he's like, fuck it, I'm leaving town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving this city, which has an incredible chorus-ish thing at the end. of a choir just saying, "Don't turn your back on the city."
Yeah.
Which, if you think about it, can mean two things.
Mm-hmm.
It can mean A, this city is dangerous. Do not ignore it.
Yeah.
And 2, this city needs saving.
Yeah. Don't give up.
Yes. I just thought of that literally right now.
That's good. That's good shit, man. That's good. Goddamn.
I never do that.
Look at you.
So,
he's
right.
he is riding out of the city, broadcasting a message, waiting to hear some kind of response from anybody.
A lot of people hearing him in the streets are like, "Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Things are fine."
I'm sorry, what did you say, Mike? What did you say? Did you say to
be quiet?
keep quiet?
God damn it.
This has a very long intro, so I might actually do a little bit of skipping in it.
That's fine.
I've seen your face in the shadows, and I've seen your face in the places I wasn't meant to be. I've heard them whisper about you, I've heard the men in the bars, and I've seen the women lock the doors at night. Lock your doors tonight. They say your eyes are on fire, they say you'd kill a man for walking the wrong side of the line. Wrong side of the line. But man, they say a lot of foolish things, and in the end the only words I can find to believe in are mine. They say this city, she's been there for years now. For years now. So death is not something that scares me. It scares me. There's worse things than death here. They told me that I'll be told where to stand. I will not be told what to
Oh my god.
So, what happens at the end of the last track is there were some notes
Yes.
where when Joe was on his bike, he was basically just traveling along the train line, to the outskirts of town. And at one point, he meets a strange gray-haired figure
Oh.
in an alley
Oh.
who points out Light's monster.
Yeah.
Basically notices that the robot that had killed Emily is still around and is allegedly Xing people who speak out of turn.
Yep. That is actually the thing
And-
that I was alluding to when I said about Light being alive being a useful thing for him. Because he still exists as this, this myth that he can point to, this danger for why he needs to maintain control.
So, yes, so he's made aware of this robot now that was basically sent to kill him. And I like how one of the lines in those notes from the last song, if I can find it real quick, my apologies. Where's it at?
Let me note the most important thing about this song while you're looking for that. And that is that in the narrative it takes place during a robot knife fight! Hell yeah.
That is what it is, though.
I know. It's so good. But yeah, it's got a lot of stuff about like being driven
Maybe
away.
I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't this one.
Oh, okay. Being warned away from like dangerous ideas and stuff. You know, not based on the ideas themselves, but based on, you know, this myth that you've built up around them. And like, you know, the society basically says like, no, that's dangerous because it'll lead us to this. And it's like, well, what do you mean though? Like, it ain't got nothing to do with that. And it's...
I was wrong. It was on this song.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I just the lyric note. The red-eyed assassin stepped from the shadows. He'd been keeping pace with a motorcycle racing at top speed for an hour, yet he showed no signs of fatigue.
God damn.
That is... But that's like... It's fucking scary, man.
Yeah.
Robots don't have... they don't have, like, any sense of, like, oh no, my lungs, they can't breathe any faster.
They muscles don't
like,
get tired.
Exactly.
But yeah,
But
it's an interesting thing of like, don't stay quiet, don't question the society that's very slowly killing you. And he's looking to force people to reckon with why, you know, things are the way that they are. He talks about dragging this guy out into the light. It's a whole thing there, but basically forcing the truth of the city to be revealed. You know, making them face down this guy that was thrown out years ago, and you know what actually happened and why things are the way they are, instead of just letting it slide because things are okay. For the people who make it. And you can't scare someone with death when their current existence is a greater fear to them. Boom.
There is a really cool part in here. So we heard that chorus.
Yeah.
Of the city has been dead for years now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Fucking cool.
God, so cool.
But we hear it done again.
Yeah.
Do you want to do some fancy editing to find the part?
The last repetition of it, where he has like all
Yes.
the yeah.
So, we hear that same refrain done by the machine in the middle of this robot knife fight.
Oh, God.
Because it also should be noted, there was a part where the sniper robot's hand never once went for the gun at its side. It leaned in, a large blade clenched in its left fist, waiting for the proper moment. And there's an annotation, unreviewed, where it says that the robot became bored of shooting. Hence its mocking of Joe's words. It got cocky, and that's why it was using a knife.
Yep.
A robot,
I mean,
which supposedly should have no feelings, was bored of shooting. But again, I'm picturing it in my head because it said like the robot is on top of Joe at this point.
mm-hmm.
Okay? And it just repeating the words, this city, she's been dead 4 years now. That's fucking scary, man. But it's done to such an incredible effect.
Everybody go review the unraveled video of ranking which Mega Man robots were worth the risk of them being sentient. To learn about all the mistakes that have happened throughout Mega Man's history with robots that became bored of whatever they were doing and decided to be evil or ice skaters.
So, at the very end of this, it's not directly said, it's in the notes.
Yes.
That Joe gets basically lucky and incapacitates the robot.
Mm-hmm.
But then one Thomas Light shows up and finds the gun, I think is what it is.
No, he cuts it.
Or no.
So this is an interesting thing. I don't remember exactly how it says it in the notes as far as how Emily died, but I believe she done got her throat done slit.
Yes.
And Dr. Light returns it in kind because this robot is designed with an oddly, jugular-like oil tube.
Yeah, my apologies. Joe found the gun.
Yeah.
And shot the robot.
Yeah.
And then Light comes over and he grabs the knife that that Joe had, and destroys the.
He do a little slit.
Yeah. So that's what happened. My apologies. But then, final thing. Returning to the lifeless machine at his feet, Light motioned for the speechless Joe to assist him. Together, they dragged the remains of the murderer out of the light and into the protection of the alley. Light sheathed the knife into Joe's boot holster and turned back to the machine. He examined the assassin for a few seconds and nodded. With a few deft motions, he detached the dark green helmet from the body of the robot, tossing it to Joe. Here, try this on. Okay. Okay.
They are incredibly 80s in every way possible.
I'm fucking down with it, man. Like, this is fucking sick as fuck.
But yeah,
so
that's gonna lead us to the track that introduced me to the Protomen.
I feel like this, I think from what I looked at, this is the one that has like the most views on Genius.
It's a big
like,
fave.
It seems like it's the song.
It was added to Rock Band 4.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is Light Up the Night. Mike.
This is some fucking, like, climactic, like...
Mike, ask me if this song is incredibly hyped to hear live.
Hey, Schmeev.
Yeah?
You've seen the Protomen live a couple times from what you told me earlier.
Yeah, a good 2 times.
Have they played this song?
Every time.
Really? Okay.
Every single time, yeah.
This is a really cool song as is.
Yeah.
Like, does it compare live?
Mike, the entire room fucking explodes when this song goes off live. Like, holy shit, man. Here's the thing. Like, the Protomen, they're relatively big. Like, they have actually a pretty big fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are in their fan base, you're fucking in their fan base generally. If you go to a Protomen show, you are there for the fucking Protomen. You are here for it. When this goes off, everyone's just like, yeah!
I can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
This track, like, this is what I'm hearing, like, in that, like, 80s movie. Because it sounds 80s as shit, and I'm digging it. But I'm hearing this is, like, this is the hype up track. Like, this is the hero who is, like, they're finishing their training, and it's about to hit the final boss. Like, that's what this is to me.
You know, I just realized something. I guess I'll have to talk about that in 3 more weeks, but we'll get around to it. So,
okay. I was like, which one's this one?
So this this track is Light and Joe are planning a terrorist attack. Literally.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
There is a transmitter at the top of the tallest building in the center of the city, from which Wily is able to broadcast everything throughout the city and maintain his propaganda hold on the city. And they're going to take that out. He is literally hopping on his bike with a backpack full of explosives to ride back into town, into the city, to take this out and give the people a chance to hear the truth and take back what's theirs.
Thomas Light says in his one verse, if you destroy the working parts, what you'll get is a broken screen, a beacon of light from a burning screen.
Yeah.
So it's meant to, I guess, say that, well, if you shut down this machine that's keeping people in check, they'll finally be able to see that things aren't as good as they should be.
That's also a mirror of something that Wily says in The Good Doctor, which is if you replace the working parts, you get a different machine.
That is true. Oh, and it's ingenious too.
There's also a lot of stuff in there where he says, what is it? A man once told me they would follow any man who would turn the wheels. Now the wheels are spinning out of control. What would they do if we held them still? Do you want to know what this is? This is some union jargon, my dude.
Whoa.
The workers are the ones who turn the wheels. And if we decided that the wheels should stop, there ain't nobody who can do shit about it. Like,
hey guys, guess what? Unions are not a bad thing.
Hell yeah, man. So like here's the thing, you know? Your boss tells you what to do, and sure, they can get rid of you. However, you and all of the people that work with you are the people who actually keep the stuff running. Your boss can't turn that wheel on his own, my dude. He needs all of y'all. And if all of y'all decide that that wheel ain't turning more, he in trouble. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. And they're trying to give the people that opportunity to decide if they want this to keep going as it is or not. I love this fucking song so much. I love that solo. There's a video on my Facebook of me covering that solo real quick with my loop pedal because I fucking love it so goddamn much, and I was so proud of myself that I learned it by ear. It's so hype. It's so fucking hype.
It's pretty good. This actually is one of the tracks that does not have like any like liner notes.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all in the. It is all there.
It's basically there. It's basically there. So yeah, we go from possibly the most hype song on this record. We've only got a couple left.
Yeah, and this track at the end like leads right into this one. It does it just rolls right into track 11, The Fall. the song. Hey, Mike. Ask me if they follow up Light Up the Night with this song at every live show.
Hey, you've been to a couple shows.
I sure have.
And apparently people lose their fucking shit when Light Up the Night is played.
Yes.
This song takes place immediately after Light Up the Night on the album.
Yeah.
Do they do that at shows too?
Yes, Mike. They absolutely do. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Ask me if this song is incredibly hype at a live show.
Hey, Schmeev.
Yeah, Mike.
So there's a couple shows that you've been to.
Yeah.
Where people lose their shit at Light Up the Night.
Yeah.
And then this song sequentially is played immediately after.
Yes, it is.
Is this also quite hype?
Mike, as I said, the place fucking explodes with Light Up the Night. This track is entirely just made up of a chorus yelling stuff. Yes, the entire crowd is screaming this. For the entire run of this track, it's so goddamn hype. People are fucking moving. It's incredible. For a song that has like what, 4 fucking lines in it.
Something like that.
It is climb to the top of the world. And as you stand tall, you will see that when you fall, you will fall from a height most men will never reach.
Now,
holy shit, this track. God, it's so... God damn, I love this.
So for anybody who is confused as to why there's only 6 lines or so in this is when you really need either the album in hand or Genius to give you the notes. So we hear Light Up the Night, and we know that they're planning to basically take down the tallest tower, or at least the screen that's spinning the propaganda.
Yeah.
So when you see the title of The Fall, you think, oh, cool. The fall of all of this bullshit. Schmeev.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
No, Mike. The Protomen are a very, very hype band, and they are very big on, like, they are actually, like, extremely cool people in general. But they write very bleak stories.
Yeah, no fucking shit. So, what the fuck happens up here? What happens here? Joe, taking his bike, speeding through the motherfucking city.
Yeah.
Gets to the top of this motherfucking tower.
Wrecks his bike into the tower.
Yes.
Like a fucking boss.
Yeah. Gets to the top of this motherfucking tower.
Uh-huh. What happened, Mike?
He blows up the shit. Gets
Not
to the top.
exactly.
He sets off the explosion. He'd taken 3 long strides when the explosion ripped his feet from the tarred roof. Joe didn't hear the explosion. The shock wave of the blast knocked him unconscious instantaneously. And he fell to his fucking death!
Yes. Now, the way that you just described it there sounds like he was actually a fucking idiot and blew himself up.
No.
However, that is not what happened. It blew up, A, bigger, B, more than he, like before he expected it to. And he was thrown from the top of the building.
Yes.
And Light, as he is entering the city, because under the cover of this, he was actually going to just murder Wiley, was the other half of this plan.
Okay.
Under the cover of all this chaos, his plan was to sneak in and off him.
Yeah.
And he sees this happen and realizes something went very, very wrong.
Indeed.
And that this was already planned for.
Yeah. I got really really fucking sad
Yeah,
when
man.
I was reading the notes for this. Light had nearly reached the plaza. He watched as the flames erupted from the top of the shimmering tower, setting aglow the clouds above. Among the debris cast off the building by the explosion, he spotted what could only be a human body, twisting lifelessly as it plummeted towards the earth. Light held onto the hope that the falling body was not the one he feared it must be. As it approached the ground, Light's fears were confirmed as he made out the glare of the flames above reflected in a scarred blast shield. He watched as Joe's body landed with a dull thump upon the small patch of grass in a courtyard on the south side of the building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is the incredible thing about this. From breaking out on, I love the entire so breaking out to the fall. I will listen to that any day. If I'm gonna listen to this album, I will probably actually just start right there and then just listen through because I fucking love the second half of this album. I love the rest of it, but the second half is just. God damn, it is so fucking hype and energizing and stuff, and then they just drop you off a fucking cliff at the end of it.
Literally. Fucking literally.
But the imagery in this is so good. The whole it's just incredible. And here is where I will reveal to you that there is a music video for Light Up the Night. However, it is in the form of a short film, more so. It is 15 minutes long, and it includes a lot of earlier scenes from the album and stuff, but it's mostly around
cool.
Light Up the Night and stuff. It has a bit of Keep Quiet in it. They definitely did a lot of re-recording and remixing and stuff like that. It has the intro to Keep Quiet throughout a lot of it because it's more of a, again, short film than just a regular music video. But it has the entirety of Light Up the Night and The Fall in it, and it has those scenes depicted in it. It's really fucking cool.
I might have to check that out because, I feel yeah, sure, I just want to tear out my fucking heart again. There's something you mentioned it where their storytelling was bleak, and there is something very, very hard hitting about doing everything seemingly right.
Yeah.
And it's still all going to shit.
Their first album has a big theme going with it, where he says they say there are no heroes left in man, because everyone's looking to, the character of Mega Man as their hero and stuff like that. But one person can't do it alone. You cannot. It's just not possible. Mm-hmm. If no one's willing to stand up and fight alongside, then it's fucking lost, man. And that's the big thing that they really come to on this. You know what I'm saying?
Schmeev, we got one track left.
We do.
What are we hearing?
Track 12, Here Comes the Arm. I actually don't listen to this enough to know where things come in on it.
Don't fucking remember.
Probably not going to listen to the whole thing anyway, because it is another almost 8-minute long track.
7:45.
Yep. I'll probably also do skipping in this to
That's fine.
Clean it up.
You believe the crowd is gathered here. Once again, they fail to see. You can't just set the world at someone else's feet and not get trampled underneath. I think somehow Joe knew it, paid the price he thought he had to pay. But Emily, that death was meant for me. That death was meant for me.
Yes, this is another very long, slow track of that sort. And basically he feels like it's over at this point. He says he feels like he's basically standing in the way of this train, and with he alone won't even slow it down. It will barrel right fucking over him and keep going like nothing happened. Which is, just a continuation of the whole thing of like, what can they do on their own?
For sure. It's also the point where he says, well, rather, I mean, his first words are him saying, crowds gathered here, which is pretty much similar to what happened.
It's a call back to the state.
Yeah. But again, everybody is not seeing the big picture.
Yeah.
They are seeing quote unquote facts that are given to them. They are seeing here someone who is trying to destroy the good thing that they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Allegedly the good thing they have. But this is the point where he finally decides to read that last letter.
Yes.
That Emily had given him.
He decides for himself that he is going to die here, and so he's going to finally read it.
Mm-hmm.
But after reading it, he decides got more work to do.
She basically says in it that, I understand, all the work that you've been doing. And this is important.
Yeah. She believes that one person can't control the world, and like people will want to be free, people will want to live the way they will.
Right. But she said, the last words were, but in my heart, I know, Tom, the city needs you now.
Yeah.
So it's never stated the actual amount of time that passed between her death and the present point here with Joe.
It's like a generation, basically.
Yeah. So maybe like 20-ish years or so.
Something like
that. And it could be more than that. Who fucking knows? But anyways, if that was important back then, it's even more important now. And her words, I guess for Tom, hold more weight now.
Yeah.
And so that's where he has decided that, fuck it, like there's still something that needs done.
Yeah.
Like, but his last words are spoken directly to Joe. Joe, when you see Emily, tell her to wait for me because I still have work to do.
Yeah. It's a yeah. It's an interesting thing because it's like, obviously he doesn't want to continue on, but he feels like he has to, and if he's gonna fucking die, it might as well be, swinging.
Yeah, they do something that's at least for the benefit of the greater good.
And it also, at the very end of it, they bring it back up to they're all about the fucking grand endings and shit. they pull out all the stops for it. Also, somebody noted at the end of this album that the audio starts to like degrade bit by bit as the as it ends, which kind of wraps it into Act 1 and the sound of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's That's Act 2,
the
dog.
Father of Death. So I'm gonna say this. I like I said, I was originally confused as to why you're giving me the second album, and then finding out that it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Was it helped to explain that to me. This is probably the best way to get introduced to this group.
Absolutely. I do want to get in front
somebody
of
who hasn't listened to anything else.
I want to get in front of a thing real quick here.
Mm-hmm.
This month is not going to all be concept albums, I promise.
Yeah.
We are not going to be discussing narrative concept albums for this entire month. This is just the kickoff for it. I love this album. That's all.
Yeah. But yeah, as somebody who's never listened to this group, this sounds like a fantastic way to get into them. I took a moment like last night or earlier today. I can't remember which one it was. All the days are melting together.
Yeah.
This group has a cover album. Checked out one of their covers. It's fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah.
But this was a fucking joy. I am thrilled that you picked this.
So glad that you enjoyed
and
it.
that I enjoyed this. I will definitely be getting more of their stuff. I don't know when, but I will be putting an order on their site for their CDs because this is great. And I am very interested to hear Act 1, which apparently sounds more like the latter half of this record.
Not quite like that. It is a very...
No? Is it more beepy boopy?
It's got a decent amount of beepy boopy, but it's
okay.
it's raw, it's trashy, it is just...
Okay.
I'll play a bit of it for you after this.
Okay. So, this was fucking cool. It really is. I'm glad that I decided, hey, I need to put Genius up here because I don't fully understand what's going on. But that has helped me immensely in the latter two listens that I did. And even just covering it now, I'm still getting like, man, this is fucking hype. These people are talented as hell.
Oh, yeah. It is
I
outrageous.
Really yeah. So I really fucking enjoyed this. So thank you for having this be one of your picks.
Thanks for coming along for this ride.
and if anything else is not as hype as it, then I will forever hate you.
Oh,
so
that's fine. So Mike,
I don't think that we can do any of the what's our favorite three?
Oh, we can though. We
one.
absolutely can do that.
I can't. I honestly can't.
Give me a 3 at least.
The Hounds is really fucking good. I think, Keep Quiet, and come on, fucking Light Up the Night.
Yeah, same. I'd probably drop Here Comes the Arm if I'm being honest. Yes, it does wrap it up very completely, but I don't know. If I was going to drop something, it would probably be that.
I don't know, intermission kind of just... Yeah, I personally can't because I understand like how it all's fitting in, so I'm fine with this, but yeah, this fucking album was amazing. Like, I'm so glad, and I'm
Week
glad
1
that this was
successful.
I am very glad that this is something that that was not a slog for me to hear.
I'm hoping we won't have any of those this month.
I do as well, because I think it's one of my concerns is like I don't want to be like, oh man, I really hate this thing that Steve picked out for me.
Oh.
Meanwhile, it's like,
Dog, I don't care.
I've had him listen to so many fucking terrible albums over the last 2 years.
Dog, I don't care. I can suspect that maybe there will be an album. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with these.
We'll see, because I have not given any thought to any of the other ones that have been suggested, And we're not even going to say what they are until the episode comes out.
Yep.
So you got to just wait until that. Maybe you'll be excited for it, and then you see it and you'll be like, oh man, cool, this is going to be interesting. Or you'll be like, the fuck is this shit? You know. But I mean, obviously, if you listen to this one, then you understand like what we're going for.
Yeah. So if I guess we didn't really talk about it, but like if this is the first episode that you come to, I mean, you're sure getting a feel for what we're all about.
Oh my god!
But no, part of this that I
obviously we'll have the discllaimer on the fucking
yeah. We'll have a big thing there.
Description, but still.
Part of it, I do kind of hope that, like, in some ways, that I can give some people some shit to listen to, and also because I do talk about the music that I enjoy here and there on the show, that maybe this will give you some insight into kind of where I'm coming from sometimes on things. Whenever I make weird comparisons in music that I hear. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you end up enjoying any of the stuff that we're going over, please go ahead and support the artists.
Oh hell yeah.
Like that is imperative.
For sure.
Whenever we find the stuff that we like, go ahead and fucking like buy their shit, stream their shit, buy their merch.
Yeah.
All that good shit.
Spend like $100 on their sweet ass leather jacket that I really kind of wanted to buy.
I saw that jacket. Is that the Joe like replica jacket?
Yeah, I was almost wanted to buy one at MagFest because they had it.
I saw it and I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. They're like, buy a size larger than you normally would a shirt, and I'm like, oh, I don't know which one I should buy. Schmeev, I know that you wear mediums, I wear large. If I buy the large jacket and it doesn't fit me, there you go. We're set, and we figured it out. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. If you listened to this whole episode that was not Juggalo related,
thanks for making it through.
Yes, thank you. We can't say it
on this
enough.
Weird
we really
project.
Appreciate whenever you, we really appreciate when you guys, take the time to listen to our stuff and whatnot and interact with us. If you enjoyed this, let us know.
Yeah.
If you are looking forward to the other 3 fucking episodes this month, let us know.
I'd love to hear back.
If you think that. If you decide that you're dipping out for a month, well,
whatever.
You know what? We understand.
This is this is the time whenever all of a sudden I become more engaged with social media on this, because people will be talking about stuff that I know about. Like if anybody starts talking about any of this, it's like, well, shit, we're in my fucking wheelhouse now. Awesome.
And if this month goes well, then maybe in the future we'll do another like theme type month. Yeah. I wouldn't want to wait another 2 years for Schmeev to finally get the chance to do something. But I mean, 4 episodes in 1 month. I mean, fuck. I had thought like in the past of maybe we could do like a month of like Mikey Clark stuff that wasn't ICP or whatever.
I'd be down.
I'd have to actually look and see like what full albums he produced. Although I know for sure I own one of them actually, Project Deadman. Huh. But yeah, let us know what you guys think of this. Let us know if you're gonna go and check out the Protomen anywhere.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and check their shit out because this was fucking dope. And you can let us know about all of that shit on our various social media platforms.
We have a Facebook.
Juggalo Judgment.
We got a Twitter.
@Juggalo Judgment.
I've heard that we have an Instagram.
Juggalo Judgment.
And also, I mean, if you want to send us a super long message, we've got fucking email.
JuggaloJudgment@gmail.com.
And if you want to hit us up like individually, we've got our own little social meds.
My Twitter is @MikeSpawn SEJ.
Mine is @Schmeev.
And you can also hit me up on my personal Instagram @StraightEdgeJuggalo.
Yeah.
I think that's it, man.
That's it, dog.
It's fucking setting the bar really fucking high because this was fucking great.
That's what I do, man. Set the bar really high and let everyone down.
And just disappoint everybody. Just like the fall!
Yeah. All right, that's the Protomen done. Now here comes the arm.
Son of a bitch. Alright, guys. Thanks as always for peace.
Finish your nondescript carbonated drink. Peace.